I'm back and I am so happy because I said, let me get this ring light back. And as you can see, this looks so much better than the last video. I looked at the last video. I'm going to keep it up. But I was like, it's all shadowy and it's dark. And yeah, this is much better. So I'm here to do a review on Broad Day. Okay, just dropped on Tubi. This movie is really good at you think you feel sorry for someone, and then you find out the dirt they did, and it totally goes away. That's what this movie definitely does, especially at the end. It does a good job of wrapping up the main character's motive. It wasn't just about money. This wasn't just about him. I'm going to say Brink's truck because that's what comes to my mind. But anyway, he works for Brinks, so he's like, look, I'm tired of being broke. Let's do this. So when he was talking to his cousin, and I don't know if that man is white or biracial. I can't tell. But anyway, his name's Jimmy. The main character's Tyrone, right? He was talking so crazy to him, like, you remember that money I gave you to help you out? Yeah, you in this. MF, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why is he talking so crazy to this man about not wanting to rob this truck, okay? But give me just a second. My ring light is connected to my laptop, and that sound stays on. So for videos, anyway, y'all don't care. Anyway, so I'm like, why is he talking to this man so crazy? But we find out later on because he has some dirt on him. So, of course, in true Detroit movie fashion, we got we got some of the top guns from Detroit movie industry. We have, I didn't write the names down again, I'm sorry, but we have Crystal the doll, the main guy that's in this. He's in a lot of Tubi movies. The one who plays his boss, he has like a Middle Eastern name. I'm assuming he's like Muslim probably. He's in it. Willie the crackhead, I've seen him in a few stuff and he is always funny to me. I don't know what it is, but he was funny in this too. Like, dude, you a whole crackhead talking about you gonna go to the police about this robbery. Okay. So, this takes place in 1996. It says it's based on a true story. And you know what I was hoping for? I was hoping for at the end that they would show like the real Tyrone. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go back to that. Based on a true story, that doesn't mean that every single thing happened in a movie. That's where I think a lot of people get mixed up. That just means the bulk of the movie is based on a true story. So Tyrone might not even exist. But I was hoping that they still show like what this movie was based off of at the end. That's what I was hoping for. I don't know if they did us like Sinners and had what you think is credits and then some more movie or what. But when the credits came on, I just flipped off and I was like, okay, well, I guess that's it. So if anybody does research on this, let me know. I would love to know what story this is based off of because it takes place in 96. And so, when it comes to, I don't think this is considered a period piece because I think it has to be a certain age for it to be considered a period piece, but it is in the past, 96, 29 years ago. They did do a good job with the fashion for the most part. Like the cousin, her hair, the way her hair was like, in the 90s, you had like a lot of flips and curls going. She had her real hair. Not to say that women in the 90s didn't wear wigs, because that's not true at all, but I'm just saying it's not like now where everybody is up under a wig. Like, because back then people were still wearing relaxers too. Had relaxers in their hair, so people would have their real hair out more most of the time. So, when we first meet the cousin, she's sitting on the bed when he calls her, Tyrone calls her. She's sitting on the bed, looking like a member is Escape. So I said they definitely did a good job with the baggy. Because, in the 90s, the straight girls could wear the baggy clothes. and not be called a stud. Now, if you try to do that now, people are going to automatically think you're a stud and you like girls. You know, you can't even be a tomboy anymore. So in the 90s, that was the tomboy glory days. So they did a good job in portraying that in the dress, you know. I don't know if Miss Crystal China doll, what's her name? No, that's the Asian lady. Crystal the doll. I don't know if she said she's not trying to wear her hair out, but I think she did have like a lace front, but it was crimped. And you know, crimps were still in the 90s as well. So, you know, I was looking at all this stuff. So when he ends up shooting Jimmy, I thought he was shooting him for two reasons, shooting and killing him. I thought he was shooting and killing him because he was chickening out and he didn't want him to be a liability. And I also thought he was trying to just take his money for that reason. Like, man, you scary. I'm going to kill you, take your money. Well, we find out in true, I'm not going to say Tubi movie because this isn't a Tubi original, but movies that are upgraded to Tubi fashion, you're going to get that twist at the end. And this is what I mean when I say we go from feeling sorry for Jimmy, like, damn, Jimmy got a wife and kids. Why you do this to him? He didn't even want to rob this truck. Why you do this? Come to find out, the girl that was with working with Tyrone the day that Jimmy was out doing something, she tells him that Jimmy raped her when they worked together last time or one other time. So he actually killed Jimmy because he raped that girl. And now I understand why he was talking so crazy and so hateful to Jimmy, you know, when it was time to do this robbery, because at first I was like, damn, why is he talking to this man so crazy like? And also that she helped him kind of escape. He did end up going to prison, but a portion of the money was given to his sister, who was a crackhead, played by Ebony Tate, another Detroit Top Gun actress in these movies. But you know, in real life, when it comes to drug addicts, you just can't give them a whole pile of money because they're going to just smoke it up. So that's why I say I need to find out what is actually based on reality in this movie, because if he gave his crackhead sister thousands of dollars, that stuff was gone within a month. I promise you. Within a month it was gone. Okay. So one of the saddest death of this movie was when his little cousin was she was caught. She was in the hotel room where they were staying because he was staying with his sister, but they got kicked out because, you know, she smoked up the rent money, whatever. So while they had committed that crime, they had been staying in this hotel, which was in Willie, the crackhead's wife's name or whatever. So he was coming in there going as he pleases. So when the cousin shoots and kills him because he threatens to go to the police, she's in there with a dead body. And the cops pretty much, they find out he did it. It's on the ATM machine, camera, and whatnot. You're caught. They see her. And so she ends up committing suicide. And I knew it was coming because it's like, you in there with a dead body. So you're not only going to get charged with killing Willie, but you're also going to get charged with, you know, helping with this robbery of this Brink truck. And every state is different, but you gonna be in there for a life. If you don't get life, you're gonna be in there so long, you probably wish you had life by the time you got out. I mean, what's the point in going to prison at 20? They give you 50 years, you come out at 70. Like, nobody's gonna hire you because you're, you know, elderly. What's the point of trying to go to college and get I don't know, maybe that's me being pessimistic, but I'm just saying, like, it was sad, but I understand why she did it. I hope that that's not based on reality, but we don't know. But that was sad because she was young. Like, they didn't say her age, but she looked like she was a smooth 18 to 20 1 at the most. Like, she looked young, and that was her cousin that she looked up to. So that part was sad. But, you know, Tyron definitely did redeem himself, because I'm like, look, he took out a fucking rapist. Like, I'm not crying about that. All right. So that pretty much, like I said, redeemed him. Cause up until that point, when I found out what dude had did to that girl, I was like, you killed your colleague, your coworker, your friend. You know, I was painting him as the bad guy. So the movie did a very good job of turning that switch, that emotion. You know, when you're watching something and it plays with your emotion, not necessarily plays, but I thought that was brilliant. When we can go from feeling sorry for a character to like, yeah, he deserved it. No tears over here. That was a good job. Shout out to the director of this movie and the cast. Keep them coming. I didn't know what to expect with this movie because, you know, when it comes to Tubi, the way their thing is set up, like on my phone, if I press a movie, and on my TV, it'll come up what it is. But like on my laptop, if I press a movie, it just comes on and I have to scroll down to read it. So I just actually just watched this and there it is I don't believe I read the description. So yeah, let me know what you think about Broad Day. All right, just dropped on Tubi. Shout out to my 139 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed. But you know you can by hitting that button for me. I very much appreciate it, you guys. Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.